Well, it's been a while since we talked about this guy right here. Welcome back to another video, folks. Now, you guys have been on my case about this boat, and let me just let me explain a little bit. I know it's been like 30 days now since we've done a boat update, and a lot of you guys were concerned. Tons of comments in the comment section, people that were really interested in the boat build. And for those of you guys just joining us on the channel, or if you have no idea what I'm talking about 2 months ago, we started on my project boat, which was like a 86 Phantom bass boat that a subscriber actually gave to me for the sole purpose of restoring. So we've been working on this thing nonstop. I mean, for 2 months, 60 days straight, we were working on this thing. We did so much. We gutted the boat, we redid the floor, we redid the stringers, we've redone the transom now, which we're gonna talk about that here in a little bit, but we've done a ton of stuff up to this point. Now, we got behind on our little project, all right? So first of all, we were waiting on what's called liquid transom. So once we got to the transom, which is the back portion of the boat here where the motor mounts to the boat, we were waiting on that actual material, like a bucket of that material for like weeks. Okay, the stuff got put on back order, and you know, I kept calling them every week, but they kept telling me, sorry man, I don't know what to tell you, it's coming soon, next week. Finally, we got it in, but by then we had already started a bunch of other projects around the property, the backyard pond, and just fishing in general, so we got kind of lost in the sauce, so to speak. In fact, the last thing you guys saw was taking the motor off, which we did, which is still sitting here on a little Amazon motor mount rack, but we left you guys off with the transom. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys the entire process of us gutting out this little cavity back here, which was where the transom was, but the wood was rotted, we had to get it out of there. We prepared the cavity for that pour-in transom. We finally got it, we mixed it up, we redid the transom. I'm not even gonna show it to you guys right now because I want you to see the process of it being done. We cleaned it up some after we poured it, and we're actually in the next phase, which is getting the boat wrapped here soon and starting to do the inside. Then we're gonna be mounting electronics on it, then we're gonna be putting the motor back on it and getting this thing ready to rip around the lake or give it away, whatever we decide to do with it. So yeah, basically just placing the blame on other people, you know, nothing else to do, just making excuses, but we were waiting for parts for a very long time. That just kind of screwed the whole thing up. I apologize, hopefully you guys forgive me. Without further ado, let me show you guys the work that we have been doing during that 30 days when we weren't posting content. We were still working on the boat. I'm gonna show you guys that now, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Quick education for you folks who don't know what a transom is. This piece of the boat right here, this is the transom. That's what your motor mounts to, and that's the area of your boat that takes the most torque. When your motor goes, your boat has to go too. So this has to be one of the strongest parts on the boat. Unfortunately for us, this is probably one of the weakest parts of the boat because there's really nothing holding this together right now. You can even get down here and you can see that all the layers of the plywood, but there's just nothing in between anymore. I mean, there's no actual wood anymore. So the first order of business is gonna be cleaning out as much of this old delaminated, gross wood as we possibly can. Let's try the little guy and see if we can just trying to yeah, do some of that, you know? Just cut through some of these sheets. This isn't even the big size drill bit. There's one bigger than this. So the Strat, you think just freaking
maybe get in between these.
Get it? Yeah, maybe get in between first.
Just catch it.
I don't even know what
just
motion.
Don't come out the back side.
Well, that's what I'm trying to Oh, it's churning that wood up down there. That's for dang sure. I don't know if it's doing anything to this actual sheet though.
No, it's not.
It's just, I mean, it's grinding the heck out of the wood.
Oh yeah, come on.
Get it, Jay. Ah! Manhandled it out of there.
Sometimes you just gotta bow up on something. You ready?
Yeah.
Come on, pry with me.
Pry with me.
I got it, don't worry about it.
Thank God. A real man showed up today. I think we need to hit this thing with a good shop vacuum because I feel like what we just did was a really good start. All right, let's see if this works. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, that's working like a freaking charm, bro. Whoa, you good, man?
Yeah. Workman's comp.
Damn. Yeah, I know. Felt like my butthole hit my throat.
I've never heard that before.
That's a problem, man.
That's you're gonna need to see a doctor about that.
The last time we were working on this boat, we were attacking the back end, AKA the transom. So right off the bat, we knew the transom was bad. I mean, the rest of the wood in the boat was horrible, so the transom was literally just as bad. We're talking about pure mush. So the first step of this process was literally cleaning out all of the old dead wood that was filling that transom. And that was a tough project. Which leads us to where we are today, actually replacing that transom. So we've cleaned out all the dead wood. We now have a cavity, is what I'm calling a cavity. It's just a little section on the back of the boat where the transom used to be, but now it's just cleaned out. It's hollow, there's basically nothing there. Now we decided to not do the traditional transom repair, okay? So traditionally you would take some type of a plywood, treated most likely with some type of marine stuff, and you would cut out a custom piece to put back in there. You might have to foam around some. You're gonna have to re-fiberglass over it. We decided to go a different route, but we're gonna talk more about that in a little while. We had to enlist a teenager to get somebody down in there. That's awesome. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that light's too much for that. Started?
Yeah.
Go. My arm won't go much farther, so.
You're a good man, Trey.
Yep.
You're a better man than we are with smaller shoulders.
And everything.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trey. Just ripped his arm off. The good news is this will probably be the last screw we put in, so.
Ow, what is stabbing me right now? I wouldn't doubt it.
You shut your mouth.
Shut up, LOJO. Shit doesn't come off.
It'll be back. Yeah, we're gonna lose it.
Oh, here we go, boys.
Yeah, give me something here.
Nice.
Does that look about right?
Yeah, at least for the first iteration here.
Backbone's there, boy.
Ready? Yes, sir. Hit me. All right, so we've gotten to that very exciting part of the video. So I think the cavity itself, the transom cavity, is officially as ready as it's gonna be. So what do I mean? So we've got some wedges down there, some little like 1.5 inch wedges. That's just to hold the transom shape in place. We also attached a piece of plywood on the inside. I'm not sure if we even showed you guys much of that, but we put a piece of plywood on the inside just to kind of seal up that cavity even more and give it some extra reinforcement from the inside. We cleaned it out as good as we can. We're gonna let this foam harden because we need all that stuff to be solid and as tight as possible before we actually mix and pour this stuff. Because once you start mixing this liquid transom, you put the resin in just like fiberglass and you almost like blend it for 5 minutes. You got to pour it right in there because it starts hardening pretty quickly. So let's let this foam get fully dense, expand as much as it's going to. And in the meantime, let's start prepping the liquid transom to be poured. So in this bucket right here is a carbon core liquid transom. Now, before you guys start judging us, hear me out here. There's a lot of people online that think that these liquid transoms are somehow inferior to a traditional plywood or like rebuilt transom. But let me tell you guys why that's not true. This stuff is actually a ceramic compound, okay? And it's mixed with premium polyester resins and high strength ceramic spheres. Now, what does all that mean? Well, that means it is actually way stronger, much more tensile strength, much more tension resistant material than plywood. Now, if you guys don't believe me, I'm gonna link this company down in the description. You can click it, go to their website and kind of do some research like I did. And they have tested this on boats over and over again. And it has held up and performed better than plywood every single time. So we felt like this was the best way to get this job done without having to cut any more fiberglass. We've almost got the cavity completely foamed in and sealed and ready to pour. Crank that thing.
Coming out your head. Well,
That's all right. My head's just for show. Woo, man.
Yes.
Holy fumes.
Trey, you're gonna have to drive home, buddy.
Gonna be under the influence.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, that stuff is strong.
Very.
300, I mean, I guess this is right. I mean, I'm just assuming it's just coming with the exact right amount. We'll take turns mixing her.
You ready?
Yeah.
You go ahead and put that in and we'll
Oh, geez, it is like.
go with it.
Oh, she ain't mixing too much. There we go. Oh my God. This is like a chocolate milkshake, bro.
It looks good.
It does look a lot better than it did.
Unless you want to do another 5.
No, I'm good. I'm
Yep.
good. Now we're gonna have to do this thing.
Oh, okay.
You good?
Yeah, sure.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Push it down on it.
Sorry.
All right, let's go.
Just talk to me. Tell me if I'm pouring too fast, too slow.
Here, okay. Come this, walk to me.
Yeah, I got you. It's looking really good.
This stuff in the nose, though.
Yeah, it's a really good thing to inhale.
Yeah, it's great.
Try to inhale as much as you can. That might be freaking close.
I know.
It's gonna be close. I don't think it's supposed to expand at all. Oh man, it's coming out of both holes, baby. We definitely should have put some tape on the inside, Andrew.
Yes, we should.
We forgot about that. Got a little messy back here, folks, but it actually looks pretty good. We almost got like a perfect amount. We are like a little bit short, but we're gonna let this stuff cure and sit because we might not need a whole lot more. I don't want to mix a whole 5-gallon bucket just to bring up that level right there, a 1/2 inch. But I think we contained it pretty good. I mean, we did spill a little bit, but as far as the inside goes, we just had Trey, our spotter, in there, just kind of like observing all that area right there, which is what we were worried about, which is why we foamed it in. And we don't see any right now. There was a little bit coming through, but we got that taken care of. Look, around the board is good. There's none coming out around that board that we put in there. Dude, heck yeah, boys. I think we might have done it. I know it's not perfect, folks, but for a couple dudes, 3 dudes, 4 dudes, this ain't too bad. All right, folks, we got that transom poured in there, and she hardened up, to say the least. I mean, this thing is now completely solid. We've already obviously taken off all the bracing that we had on there, and I mean, this thing, she is now solid, pretty much. I mean, we haven't found a spot that's not solid from side to side. Now we have to do a little bit of trimming here. We've got to really kind of make this stuff look pretty. We're going to grind down a lot of this leftover ceramic material right here. I'm going to take off all these brackets, take off everything, because the next step to this process is going to be getting the boat wrapped. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's clean up everything real quick. So there you go, folks. That's where we are right now. Like I said in the beginning, we're going to be dropping this thing off with a guy that we met, and he's going to be wrapping this thing. So this thing's gonna look completely different next time you guys see it. After we get it wrapped, probably gonna do some type of a deck, like C-deck or the foam stuff, you know. Hadn't really decided yet, but we're gonna do the inside as well. And like I said, next step's gonna be mounting electronics back to it, transducers, running wires, getting the motor back running and mounted back on there, which I don't think is gonna be very difficult. The motor looks like it's in really good shape. Now the next boat update might be a few more weeks from now, because that is a lot of work that I just outlined for the future, but basically hang in there. If you're just here for the boat build and you don't care about anything else on the channel, just hang in there. Make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification enabled. That way when we do drop that next boat build video, it's gonna be during this summer, so it's not gonna be that long. I do wanna get this thing going this summer so we can use it before we eventually give it away, I'm sure. Anyways, folks, it's the best boat update I can possibly do for you guys. I love you all. Thank you for the interest. Thank you guys for showing that genuine concern when we hadn't done a boat video in a while. Makes me really happy to know you guys care, because we have been putting a ton of hard work into this project. Anyways, folks, smash the thumbs up button if you love these boat uploads. I love you all so much. I wish I could smash the thumbs up button on you guys during your everyday life. Just tell you you're doing a good job because of how much you guys do it for us. Love you guys. See you later.